draft, dude. I always get fucked in the draft, man. I'm
Do you?
Here, by the way.
Cocho's here. Kyle's here. Okay. James. Okay, James left the draft. Cuzzo's here. Okay, maybe there's more here. I just don't see everybody.
Where's Tom?
Tom should be coming. He's at my post just now. Good evening, everybody. We are live from our usual set here on Blunt Talk for a special fantasy football draft edition. My draft and the Untitled Fantasy Football League. I've been running since 2007. We're going to be going over some picks and giving some NFL commentary in the process. Ross Collins, what do you think?
Getting ready to draft, man.
I'm excited. See, number one pick is James Appel, an old friend of mine from high school.
We got all the drafters or what, Joey?
We better not have all the drafters. James is going back and forth between two guys, he says. Oh, man. Let's see who he's going to go with. He's going to go either Saquon or Christian McCaffrey, which is the two most popular guys. That's the one thing I've noticed in this draft so far for fantasy has been, like, those two have gone up at 1 and 2 equally. So, like, outside of that, there's a real rush for running backs in that first round. See if it happens in our league, too. I'm number 6, so I'm at a real disadvantage. I don't like that draw at all.
Only in one other league, we had our draft Friday, and I drafted running back heavy like a mofo.
Running back heavy? Hey, I did that, too, just now in my Xbox league. I went running back heavy.
You almost have to, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of good backs out there, too, in the later rounds.
We play one quarterback, one running back, or two running back?
We play one running back, and we have a flex.
Right. And two wide receivers, right?
Yeah, 2 wide receivers.
And a tight end, right?
And a tight end.
Okay.
And a QB.
That's
Can't
what
forget the
I thought.
QB.
I thought I laid out just the same way.
5 seconds. 4, 3,
I'm ready to go, but I ain't
2,
first pick,
1. Here we
so. Where
are.
are you at, Joey?
I'm number 6, man.
Are you?
I hear the audio. Tell me who James picks.
Saquon.
He took Saquon? I figured it's either him or McCaffrey, so
It's Saquon's a better bet.
it's a given,
In my
yeah.
opinion.
I like Saquon better, to be honest.
I do too.
All right, so, yeah, Saquon had a good rookie year last year. The Giants'
McCaffrey.
offense has been growing.
Hey!
Okay, so we got Alvin Kamara went number 2, taken by Mad Titans JJ. Spade and Mr. Spade took Christian McCaffrey number 3. Le'Veon Bell went 4 to Cinco Cincos. I don't know who that is. Todd Gurley picked at 5 by oh my god, really, Cocho? Johnny, I would not pick Todd at 5. Oh my god, no. So on that note, who do I pick at 6? I don't like this. I got options. I think I'm gonna go with. I got 34 seconds. Let me think.
Good pick, Blazer. Ain't that hard.
I'm gonna go with James Conner. I need a running back. I think Conner's gonna be the better bet.
Yeah. I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what we're gonna go with here. Number 7. Who is?
I'm feeling myself.
Oh, that's Keegan, the defending league champion.
that guy.
Who's asking if it's PPR? Bro, you were in the league last year. Yes, it's
He won
PPR.
the league.
He was the winner of the league. Yeah. I'll try not to choke, Landon. Hopefully, I did well in your league earlier.
Let's go. Make a pick, man.
Who does the champ want?
I don't know why people in your league drag this shit out, Joey.
They're indecisive, man. What can I say? It happens.
The
I'd be
first
nervous
couple
too.
rounds should go the fastest.
We have a $60 entry fee. I'd be a little nervous myself.
Dude, that ain't that much.
To say to some people, that's everything, man.
Come on.
A lot at stake here in our league.
He's literally dragging it out to the last damn
He's
second.
got to auto it, and DeAndre Hopkins.
For real?
Yeah,
He took that long.
to the last second.
Oh, my.
DeAndre Hopkins, the Texans' offense is going to be interesting this year. The biggest problem is going to be the running game. I feel like you're going to see a little more passing. Deshaun may be the running game with the way things went in the offseason with Lamar Miller's ACL tear.
I took David Johnson.
David Johnson, taken by Ross.
I was torn between him and Dalvin Cook.
I mean, I could see him being a nice little underneath guy for Kyler Murray early on.
It's,
You don't think Kyler Murray's the real deal, Ross?
no.
No? I'll be honest, I doubt it too, and I really don't like the idea of Cliff Kingsbury as the head coach.
Arizona's the place where quarterbacks go to die.
Hey, that's not true. Kurt Warner had a Super Bowl run there at the end of his career.
Only one. And how long ago was that, Blazer?
Senior year of high school,
Arizona
man.
Is where
Arizona Cardinals.
Quarterbacks go to die.
By the way, my dad took Michael Thomas at number 9.
He would.
I can see that's a good pick. He knows some things about fantasy football.
He's in like 10 leagues, isn't he?
Yeah, he does like 10 different leagues.
Yeah.
It's insane. I don't know how he does it. I can't even keep up with 3.
That's why I backed mine down to 2, man.
Okay, I got everything shared. Any other leagues open? Looking for one. Recap: Dan Hook, my friends Hook, Julio Jones at number 10. Ezekiel Elliott went to Kyle Murphy at 11. And Adcock, or no, it's not Adcock, it's Cuzzo, still using Adcock's username. Cuzzo taking Tyreek Hill at number 12. Juju Smith-Schuster going in the second round. First pick by Cuzzo. Travis Kelce by Kyle. Odell Beckham Jr. taken by Dan. Cleveland's going to be interesting this year to watch.
They are.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about the Sunday night game coming up in a few weeks against them. The Rams have. That game's got me really nervous. Shout out to Warriors D-line are really good. Golden State, we don't talk flag on this show. What's that?
What we doing?
Devontae Adams, 4th overall pick. Or 4th pick in the second round, taken by my dad. Green Bay, I don't know how to feel about their offense this year. I feel like they're going to be a little bit rejuvenated, but I don't see it being the Sean McVay effect that they're trying to get.
Yep.
Maybe he'll have. I think that they could be one of those teams where they go 10-6 out of nowhere, but we'll see. I just don't buy their head coach. Dalvin Cook went to Ross at the 5th pick.
I got both my guys, man.
Did you?
I want both of them. I got them both.
That's goals, man. Your strategy's working. Mine backfired already.
I think Dalvin Cook's going to come out and have a stellar year, man. I had him.
Really?
Was it last year when he got hurt in the first game or some shit?
Yeah.
Second game, something like that.
Well, he's been hurt for most of his career. That's been my biggest problem with Dalvin Cook. That's my biggest hang up at drafting him.
I think he's going to come out this year ready to go. I'm hoping anyway.
Let's see. Next pick here. You know who I think is going to really stand out this year in that Cleveland offense? I think Nick Chubb. I know he's going to lose some carries later in the season, but I feel like Nick Chubb...
Actually, that's a really good pick, Chuck.
Yeah, I think Nick Chubb and early on is going to be a threat. Kareem Hunt, it's hard to tell where he's going to be by the time he comes in. That'll be about, what, week 8, week 9 he comes back. You like Cook this year, Brad? I don't know. Like, I think he'll get it. You suck from Mr. Spade. Oh, who's he saying that to?
Probably me.
Oh, he's Spade Big Mad in the chat.
Super Spade.
But let's see. Melvin Gordon went to Cocho after Melvin Gordon, Cocho. I don't. Yeah, he took. So he's taken Melvin and Todd, both of whom have questions to me at least going to this season.
He plays flag football a lot better than he drafts.
I can't hate on Johnny. Johnny was 4th in our league last year. He had a good team for most of the year, so maybe I shouldn't doubt him.
4th?
He was 4th. I beat him in the consolation game. We put we bet our winnings on it.
I can do that.
Let's see.
Man.
What?
Who's the Mad Titans, man?
Mad Titans? That's JJ.
Just took my guy.
Did he?
I love Adam Thielen, man.
Oh, he loves Thielen too. Trust me, he raves about him.
Yeah. Adam Thielen's a real deal.
Kerryon Johnson taken by James in the last pick of the second round. Keenan Allen was taken by Spade, a 10th. Antonio Brown, 9th by... I forget who Cinco Cincos is. Ugh. I gotta know I don't even know one person in my league offhand. Amari Cooper, first pick of the third round to James. Hey, Amari Cooper really shined in that Dallas offense last year.
I think he's going to have a pretty good year.
I think he will too, and...
Decent.
Yeah. He's the number one receiver, obviously, to me in Dallas.
He's a fancy pick. For sure.
I think he's the number one receiver in Dallas.
You gotta just put the ball in his hand, man.
Yeah. we'll see what happens this year. I feel like this could be a big boom or bust year for that whole Dallas team as a whole. For Dallas as a whole, they made playoffs last year. They've had that stout running game. George Kittle, by the way, second pick taken by JJ. He had Kittle last year. Kittle was big for him.
That's way too early.
Well, Kittle was a borderline wide receiver, to be honest, last season. Like, when you look at his numbers, he was putting up receiver numbers as a tight end. That's really impressive. Yeah, he was excellent. Oklahoma, Houston, that game's a beatdown.
Yep.
Yeah, that's... Look at, hopefully Notre Dame Louisville's a bit better tomorrow night.
Draft your guy, man. Come on.
Tell it to Spade, man. He took Stephon Diggs, my man.
Hey, I'm starting to remember your league from last year, and the draft took forever, Joey.
See, what we did this year overall was we cut 30 seconds off the clock to make sure it didn't happen again. You should have been there for the 2014 draft. That went 2.5 hours because we drafted IDP.
We should do live draft though, bro. I like sitting down and draft.
Live drafts are great. The biggest problem with live drafts is we have a guy in New Jersey in our league.
Trying to get it. Well, we can put him in there on like a live stream or FaceTime or something.
That's true. We can work that out for next year. It's a nice little experiment for the moment. But
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon. Before that, Patrick Mahomes was taken.
Mahomes is still there?
Miss Holmes, yeah, I mean, I've seen Mahomes going around the second or third round.
So scared.
Oh, I'm up.
Too many points.
Yeah, I'm up. I should look.
Yeah, dude, you got 18 seconds.
I might be drafting a little early, but nah, I like this guy.
Do it. I don't even know what you're doing, but do it.
He's gonna be reliable, like usual. Trust me, I watched him torture my Rams in the Super Bowl. Edelman put on performance, and I feel like Julian this season is gonna be even better. Devontae Freeman went right after that. That was to Keegan in the seventh pick. I'm going to post some screenshots later. Perhaps of the draft, see what his opinion is. It'd be nice to have a live draft. I'm working on that soon.
I'll do that for you, Joey.
That'd be great.
I just drafted Cooks.
Did you draft Cooks?
I did.
I thought about Cooks, but I just got this bad feeling with the Rams' offense this year. There was a lot of questions of them.
I have a bad feeling too, but
yeah. Todd Gurley with that knee arthritis. That's got me worried. Cooper Kupp coming off a torn ACL. Jared Goff's declined toward the end of last season. Got a lot of question marks in LA, and you got to wonder if that's going to affect Cooks and Woods too, who've been both shining in that offense for the previous few seasons. We'll see, though. Just a vibe I'm getting right now.
I got faith, Blaze.
You got more faith than I do. David Montgomery went into the to my dad at pick number 9. He's underrated going through the season for the Bears, but Tariq Cohen stole a lot of production last year from Jordan Howard, and I kind of wonder if the same thing might happen with Montgomery. Leonard Fournette went next after that. Cooper Kupp, yeah, Cuzzo got him. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of Rams receivers coming off the board. That's 2 already in this round. Josh Jacobs from Oakland, taken by Kyle Murphy. Only Kyle knows about Josh Jacobs. Let's be real. He's a Raiders fan.
Look, man.
Nice play there, Murph. I don't think he's watching the stream, but nice play. So Cuzzo took Cooper to end the round. He's sitting on the clock right now. I don't know much about Josh Jacobs at all, but I don't watch the Raiders that much, so knowing Kyle, he's been binging on Hard Knocks and seeing it.
Horrible pick this early.
I don't know. Chad, what's your opinion? Josh Jacobs in the 3rd round being drafted.
Horrible pick this early.
I don't think I saw him even go anywhere in our draft. Brad, you're watching. Tell me if he even went where he went in our draft. I'm really curious. Well, Brad was watching. No, he's still watching. Okay, his face disappeared. Okay, so Cuzzo took Zach Ertz in the 4th round, first pick.
Cuzzo, is he watching the last year? Probably not.
I don't see him on here.
It's hard to do both. That's why I'm not watching it.
There's no point in watching. You'd be just watching. Why would you watch the live stream when you're in the live stream?
Right. Who is Forte Sticos, man?
Chad Alt says bad. That's early. JJ says bad pick. So we got 2 people agreeing that's not really a good pick in the 3rd.
No. He could have gotten way later.
Zach Ertz went to Cuzzo in that next round. Deshaun Watson taken by Kyle. I hate you, Kyle.
Yeah. Oh well.
You had Deshaun in your mind too?
I did.
I took Deshaun in another league. He's been on
right
my.
before you too.
Oh yeah, you would have gotten him over me.
The way we're rolling.
Well, I was curious. Are you going to steal another one from me?
Probably.
You're
thinking QB like I am.
You're thinking QB? Oh no! Oh no!
You need your solid QB.
Aaron Jones just went in the 4th round to Dan, or Chris Carson to my dad. Chris Carson's a good pick. He's going to do well for Seattle this year. Oh, you got Rodgers? I'm not worried. I had Rodgers last year, and that didn't do well for me. This is tough.
You're on the clock. Nope. Feeling myself. I thought you said you're 6, right?
Yeah. I just want to figure out who I want to pick a quarterback here. Brad says it's a good pick.
What, Rodgers?
Jacobs. You know what? I'm breaking my rule here. Maybe early for Roethlisberger, but I feel like I like Pittsburgh's chances a little bit better, especially in a flex league. He's going to be throwing a lot of the backfield to Connor, which is going to help me out a good bit. So Connor's going to double as a receiver in that offense and run the ball. We'll see, though. There's another guy I'm going to draft at QB later on. I just wanted to get an insurance pick. I draft Big Ben. He'll put up the numbers.
Yeah, and then you have your main quarterback and one of your.
He just won't start road games. When he plays road games, he won't start.
One of your main running backs.
Yeah, but you got to realize they're going to throw to him out of the backfield. And it's not like I'm going to play Big Ben every week.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not. No, I won't. Trust me. I don't believe in road games. Sony Michel was taken by Cocho after that. Cocho has 3 running backs already. But he's got a loaded backfield if it all pans out for him. Alshon Jeffrey went in the next pick. Mark Ingram went by Spade in the 4th round. Ingram's getting up there in age, though. Robert Woods to JJ.
All the Rams receivers are like gone, Jeff.
I'm not worried. I didn't want any Rams receivers. I'm still nervous about this season. Trust me. No, Mitch going. I don't know. Like, there was a lot about the Rams toward the end of last season that just looked a little concerning to me at times. I go back to the Bears and Eagles games, the Patriots game even, where they just failed to make any adjustments. And it affected Jared Goff. You could tell that he looked a little shaken. Right. Todd Gurley with the knee arthritis. Cooper Kupp from an torn ACL. You got to wonder how much that's going to affect the rest of the offense, too. We'll see, though, how they come out next Sunday. T.Y. Hilton concludes the 4th round. T.Y. is a good pick. He's going to be the obvious number 1 for the Colts. It's just a question of how effective are they going to be passing the ball.
Right.
Matt Ryan goes to James in the next pick. I thought about Ryan, but he had the same issue Ben has. Those road games really kill him.
Yeah.
Like, some quarterbacks just don't perform that well on the road. Matt Ryan is one of them.
He's not a very good fantasy quarterback.
Kenny Galladay went 5th round, 2nd pick to JJ. I agree, Andrew. I think he's going to get a lot of receptions. I just worry about the Colts offense as a whole, how they're going to come out, because without Luck, what do they really got? Who?
Colts.
Yeah, Indy. Because he's the reason they've been successful like forever.
I've been staying away from.
Spade takes Duke Johnson in the 5th round. I like it.
Joey's Blazes on the clock.
Yes, sir. What do I want here?
Make your pick, Joey. Quickly, Joey.
It seems like everybody good has come off the board so far. It makes me a little nervous.
How many players do we have too in this league now?
We have a lot.
That's the other problem.
I'm going to go with somebody who
Make your pick.
was a little inconsistent last year, but I feel like he's going to perform well as time goes on.
Make your pick.
I'm talking about Calvin Ridley
Son of a bitch.
in the 5th round. I liked Calvin last year.
I did too. You son of a
He was a little inconsistent at times, but it's the Falcons' offense. I think those same road games affected him the way they affected Matt Ryan and the rest of the offense. Before that, Coach O drafted a 4th running back in 5 rounds of Kenyon Drake. He's the one I've kept track of the most because I just noticed he keeps drafting running backs. Before that was Jared Cook. O.J. Howard just got taken by Keegan in the 5th round. No, he's still out there, Andrew. Brian Hoyer is visiting Indy. That doesn't inspire much confidence in that offense. James White to Ross. No. Yeah, you're 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yep.
Yeah.
I might have to change my name.
Yeah.
But yeah.
James White, I don't know, man. Patriots, I feel like Sony Michel's a dominant back in that backfield. But I think White will get the end zone carries. I don't know. Michel's a good dual threat with that. I feel like he's the main back now. The playoffs showed that to me, at
I
least.
already have.
Chris Godwin in the 5th round to my dad. Followed by Tyler Boyd to Dan.
I already have 2 other running backs too good. James White, solid. And I have another pick coming.
Mike Williams taken 11th overall by Kyle. I'm going to look at that Tyler Boyd pick. He had a lot of potential coming out of college. I feel like the Bengals could be... I don't know what to expect out of them. I feel like they're going to be rejuvenated. I feel like there's going to be a different energy to that team. Marvin Lewis was so stale toward the end, they had to do something new. Andy Dalton's still not good. He's not really going to... Jacoby Brissett's the guy? Yeah. I think he's going to do fine for them, Kevin. But I feel like also Cincinnati is going to bounce back in a good way. We'll see how it goes. Cuzzo just took Baker Mayfield at the end of the 5th round, so we're now at the beginning of the 6th. Cleveland's got a lot of potential. Godwin has been the talk of the camp, could have a big year, but Jameis is the big question to me with that offense. Bruce Arians, don't get me wrong, Bruce Arians is a guru when it comes to quarterbacks. I saw the work he did in Arizona. It was impressive. What he did taking Carson Palmer and getting them to an NFC championship game. It's just, Jameis Winston has been a hot, flaming pile of garbage as he joined the league.
Big facts.
More turnovers. I think, what was that stat? More interceptions than games played? I don't know how you do that. Just brutal. And I feel like he'll put up the numbers. It's just he'll kill your team immediately, too.
Yeah.
Which is why you probably won't see him get drafted much. He'll get drafted at some point in fantasy, but I don't know when.
Philip Lindsay's a good pick.
Yeah, he was on my mind. Marlon Mack just went. Tyler Lockett just went off the board. Philip Lindsay, the workhorse back for Denver. It was on my mind. I wanted him. Drew Brees just went. Hey, bold prediction. Drew Brees has a decline this year. Look at what happened to him toward the end of last year. Not the same quarterback. Hunter Henry just got taken by Ross.
Got my tight end.
I hate you because I wanted Hunter Henry.
Got my tight end. I got both leagues, dude. I think that's a really good pick. I know the Chargers. I know Phillip Rivers. He likes to check down to his tight end, buddy.
He does. Yeah.
And they they throw the ball a lot, so I'll take that. Got them both leagues, Jay. Both leagues. So, he needs to have a good year. Watch his ass get hurt week 1, man. I'm telling you.
If Hunter Henry gets hurt, Chargers should bring back
dude.
Gates.
That's my luck.
You should go ahead and sign Gates just in case if he's out there.
You're right.
Sterling Shepard just went to Keegan in this next round. Let's see, who do I want?
Make your pick, Blazer.
I'm going to take somebody who I feel like is going to get more carries as the year goes on and develop into one of those kind of backs. And by the time week 7 approaches and I have a bye week, I can actually use them. Going to go with Devin Singletary in the 6th round for the Bills. They took out Shady McCoy. He's done. Frank Gore's next. Singletary's going to get a lot of looks as the season goes along, especially because Gore's not going to go full 16. Frank's tough, don't get me wrong, but I'd be impressed if he goes a full 16 this season.
He's old.
After that, Allen Robinson taken by Cocho after I was drafted. Then DJ Moore was drafted. Evan Ingram to Spade. Cam Newton to JJ. Ugh. Cam Newton is...
I avoid him like to play.
Yeah, I had him in 2013. I had him, Nick Foles, and Andy Dalton in 2013.
I'm pretty sure it's the same year I had him.
Yeah. And he was so up and down that it just made me go insane.
The one time I ever drafted.
Exactly what I thought too, Brad. That with Singletary being drafted, or McCoy being cut, that Singletary was going to be given a lot more looks. I really think that's the case in Buffalo right now. Austin Hooper to conclude the round for James. Round 7 opens with James taking Sammy Watkins. Sammy could get a lot of deep threats. Like he's that guy who, like, I feel like he'll get a big play every game or every other game. But other than that, I don't really want to invest fully in his reliability, but we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be a loaded Chiefs offense, that's for certain. Patrick Mahomes is going to throw the ball over the place. So, like, the points are going to definitely be there. It's just, like, a matter of how Sammy Watkins himself performs. If he can get open, or whether he falls into shuffle of that offense. Josh Gordon taken with the next pick by JJ. Hey, if Josh comes out and plays the way he did last season, New England has a real team. Oh, my God, it's scary to think about how good they can be. It might be better than last year's team.
Blazer, you're on the clock.
I'm on the clock, 57 seconds.
Robbie
okay.
Anderson was just drafted. And then somebody before him, too. Joyce, right? Joyce. What the hell is his name? Redskins running back?
Geis. Darius Geis.
Yeah. Darius Geis and then Robbie Anderson. You're on the clock, Blazer. Make your pick, Blazer.
I think I'm going to go with a guy who I feel like could find a way to bounce back this year if he stays healthy.
Just pick it, Blazer. It's already been an hour and a half.
Actually, am I going to reconsider this pick? Michael Gallup is who I'm picking.
Not bad.
In the 7th round, I'm going to take Michael Gallup.
Not bad.
Robbie Anderson went to Coach before me.
Yeah. And then before that was...
Geis.
Yeah, Geis. I always pronounce the name wrong.
Darius, I would think...
I always want to call him Goyce.
Geis.
It's just what I always want to call him.
Really, Brad? I didn't know that. 3 targets less in a game than Hill. Interesting. Because I can actually see that because, like, both can be used the same way. Hill's just a better deep threat, like, in that kind of way than Watkins is at this point. Watkins, when he went to the Rams, I felt like turned into a better receiver. Like, he grew into the role a little bit more. And I feel like he's there. It's just like, it's that consistency with him. Waiting for that next pick to come in. They're about to run out.
Go.
They got 6. They got 5. They're running out of time. Don't tell me they're auto picking. Tevin Coleman to Keegan. Oh, I had Tevin Coleman in mind. My bad, Brad. I had to take Gallup. Like, he was there. Like, that was hard to resist. Emmanuel Sanders taken by Ross.
Nothing. You got nothing on that, Blazer?
I feel like the Broncos' offense has been such a dumpster fire since Peyton Manning retired that.
Sketchy pick. Bro.
Yeah, like Man, he's wasting away in Denver. Oh boy, Emmanuel Sand. Yeah, and before that, Demarius was too. He needs to get liberated like now, like Demarius did. Miles Sanders taken by my dad. Miles Sanders. Vance McDonald. Jarvis Landry taken by Kyle.
I thought about that one too. But you never really know with the Cleveland offense what they're going to do.
It's less Cleveland offense, and I just feel like more Jarvis. You know, Jarvis has his tendency to vanish at times.
Right.
Sanders is going to finish a top 25 wide receiver if healthy. I think he could, Brad. I definitely think he could. It's just a matter of like if he could stay healthy and if Denver can get that offense together. Joe Flacco wasn't exactly lighting the world on fire when he was in Baltimore toward the end.
AJ Green.
Cuzzo takes AJ Green. That was who I was actually going to originally take before I took Gallup, but I was like, I don't want to risk losing out on Gallup. AJ is somebody who I feel like could bounce back in a nice way this year, but he's got to stay healthy, and that's
suspect.
Yeah, highly suspect. He can never stay healthy. We're now in the 8th round.
Chuck. And Cuzzo is on the clock. Right?
Yep, he takes LaShawn McCoy, who is going to Kansas City. That's been talked about, so curious to see how that goes. I feel like Shady might be a better running back option than Damian Williams. We'll find that out. Austin Eckler went to Kyle. The Austin Eckler could be a wild card in that Melvin Gordon situation. I don't think he's as good as Gordon is, but he's good enough that the Chargers will definitely give him a lot of carries if Melvin is not around.
He's going to keep passing like they always do.
Lamar Jackson to Dan. I don't like it. Lamar's going to run a lot and probably throw an interception or two a game. D.D. Westbrook to my dad. Good pick. It could be interesting.
Oh, it's me, dude.
Curtis Samuel to you, Ross.
Yeah.
So you're worried about Cam Newton passing the ball, but you took Curtis Samuel.
I did.
Okay. Interesting. Carson Wentz to Keegan.
Because when he does pass, it's going to be to his second wide receiver.
True. I mean, granted, it could change there. I mean, Will Grier could step and become quarterback if Cam gets hurt because Cam's injury right now. We talk about that. He's got a tough game with the Rams on Sunday. That defense is going to have no mercy on him in that game. The last time we played him, we sacked him about 7 times in L.A., and that was with the Jeff Fisher Rams.
Chuck.
Oh, shit.
You're on the clock, dude.
Yeah, you're right. I'm taking Brady. All reliable. I got Brady and Edelman. Just what I was looking for. In fact, I'm starting Brady over Roethlisberger in week 1. For the simple fact the game's in New England. Marvin Jones taken by Coach O. James Washington taken by the next pick. Washington is somebody who is very undervalued right now. He's actually under the radar in the Pittsburgh offense. So that's a really good pick. Wentz to Deshaun Jackson. Fire this year, Cato. Ooh. We'll see. Deshaun's a little up there in age, but I'm glad he's back in Philly. I think Deshaun might come out there for a couple games and be a little motivated. I think you'll get like him for about a game or two.
Right. That's the problem with people like that, man. When do you play them?
Yeah.
You have to predict when that game's going to be.
Tariq Cohen taken by Spade. Good pick. JJ takes Jared Goff. If Jared can be Jared of last year, fine, but I'm still a little worried about that decline he had toward the end of last year. Larry Fitzgerald taken by James. Hey, Larry is going to get a lot of targets and touches in this new offense.
Right before that, something just did that.
Yeah, James sneaking up on you like that. I feel like Larry's going to get a lot of targets too this year in Arizona. That new system with Kyle Murray, I feel like he's going to end up. I don't think he's going to do great. Like I don't think Murray's going to be great, but I feel like Fitz is going to get a lot of targets.
Yeah.
Breida taken by James in the next pick in the beginning of the 9th round. I feel like Coleman and Breida will be a similar 1-2 punch that... Nah, not happening. Breida's up and down. The Niners can run the ball, don't get me wrong. I feel like Coleman being in that offense is actually more of an advantage to him than it is to Breida. I feel like Coleman can thrive in that and be like that, what people thought he was at one point, is that one guy can be the back.
Right.
I feel like in San Francisco he could thrive there. Jamison Crowder taken in the next round by JJ. Crowder with the Jets could be intriguing. No.
Yeah.
He's a Redskin fan, so I think maybe he made that pick based on fandom.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I hate investing in the Jets offense because the Jets, no matter who the coach is, just never seem to have a good offense. As long as I have been known football.
To be on clock too.
Yeah, okay. Coach O's there. So Corey Davis taken by Spade. Russell Wilson taken by Cincos. Though I still don't know who that is.
You're on the clock, please.
Kyler Murray taken by Coach O. All right, who do I want here? I should actually start looking at a position I haven't even drafted yet. I don't like double drafting. Do I really want to take this guy? I think I'm going to go with either Trey Burton or Delaney Walker. I'm going to go with... I hate drafting tight ends, Ross.
Pick one, Blazer. Jesus, man.
Trey Burton it is.
You gotta drag it all the way out to 5 seconds, man.
I had to drag it. I wasn't sure who I wanted. Not many choices. No, you're right, JJ. That receiving core is pretty low at this point. I understand it. Actually, I'm going to look into a couple ones right now.
What, tight end?
I'm going to do some research.
On tight end?
I haven't done much research, man. I have a hard time following. I never do either. Like I do for like, I'll bring up certain things I need. Let me.
Who's stealing themselves? They need to steal themselves. Make your damn.
That's
pick.
Keegan.
Tell him to make his damn pick, man. Come on.
He's not watching.
Start adding, dude. In between picks, you should be adding to your queue.
You would think that.
Ain't that hard.
You would.
I'm next pick.
Ross,
I got 4
you gotta
people
chill.
on my queue.
You gotta chill, Ross.
Nah, don't. Your draft takes so long, Blazer. I'm starting to remember from last year now, man. It is the longest draft of all time. Especially when you're doing it. Not even lie. Like, come on, man.
I'm gonna take your advice.
I think DK Metcalf, by the way, who I just picked. While you're on live, Joe.
If not, JJ steals it though.
What? JJ steals what?
Nothing, Ross. You're not watching the live stream.
You're right, I'm not. Because I'm trying to pick players, man.
I am too. Multitasking, man.
I know you can, but a lot of these people can't even do one thing correctly. And in a fast pace.
Not to cut you off.
Good luck.
All right, I should actually look at the draft board
Yeah, you should.
and update this stuff.
So,
Who has gone? Christian Kirk came off the board. DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton, Dante Pettis, Tyrell Williams.
We're caught up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is all we got to pick from at this point. Christian Kirk again. That Cardinals offense, I would imagine they're going to throw the ball a lot, so he's going to get targets. I I can't wait to watch the Cardinals play. I'll be honest. I really want to watch that first game.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because I want to see what they actually look like.
It's gonna be interesting.
Bears defense taken to conclude it. Yep. Hey, Cuzzo took a good defense. I don't fault him one bit for taking Cuzzo. Or taking the Bears. I'm so out of it right now. I've been up since 5 a.m.
I'm fucking with Joey, too. You don't know how to handle me over here talking shit.
Don't be a dick, Ross. Bears defense was so insane last year.
Bears.
Yo, their defense, though. Their defense was fire last year. That Khalil Mack trade paid off so well in so many ways that it propelled that entire team from being one of the more mediocre squads in the league to all of a sudden being this ridiculously good defensive team that made the playoffs, that looked good with Mitch Trubisky, went from being an awful quarterback to something that could be considered a franchise quarterback now.
Yeah.
Will Fuller taken by Cuzzo to follow that up. I thought Fuller was going to be better than what he's been so far. It's a shame because I felt like he was going to take off, but he just hasn't. And I feel like that's going to ultimately derail him in the next season. Like, he has a good quarterback in Watson, but it's just like Fuller hasn't quite been there yet. Injuries have hurt him too. Pollard just got taken by Dan. I had Pollard on my mind, to be honest, so like I'm kind of jealous about that one. David Njoku taken by Kyle before that. Another part of that Cleveland Browns offense being taken in a draft. A lot of Cleveland starters being taken. Something I don't think I'd ever would have seen in a million years a couple years ago.
Right.
Marquez Valdez Scantling taken by my dad. Good pick. That was on my mind. I gotta give props to that. All right, I'm back up again. I do want to get a defense, though. So I'm going to take Rams defense here at pick 10.
Rams defense.
Yeah, I want to get a good
I
defense.
just took the Jaguars defense.
Jaguars defense is going to open with Kansas City in week 1. Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
All right.
That's week 1, man.
I know, but it's still the fact that that's going to be bad for you. One game could really affect you as the season goes on. You got to be strategic about these things, Rosser. Dak Prescott taken.
Okay, so what's the Rams' schedule?
Gee, we got Carolina week 1.
Okay, what's the Rams' schedule after week 1, Joey?
I don't want to recite the whole thing. Do I have to?
What's week 2?
Saints,
Okay, what's week 3?
Cleveland,
What's week 4?
Tampa.
Okay, so what's the Jaguars week 2?
I don't know. That's as far as I know for Jacksonville.
Just ask.
Looking around again.
Strategic is key.
Trubisky went after I took him. Coach O took Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky looked really good last year, as I mentioned. I'm excited for him this year, year 2, or year 3 rather. He took a big step last year. Bears have a lot of potential. They really do. Super Bowl contender, straight up, with that defense. Although, can he take the next big step is the question. Because that playoff game, while he did drive them down the field to get to that field goal, he had a shaky game against that Eagles defense. He looked a little rattled, but we'll see how it goes. But Philly played up toward the end of last year. Props to them as well. Greg Olsen taken by Cinco Cincos. Olsen's going to be good for Carolina. I feel like he has a role in that offense no matter who the quarterback is. If Cam doesn't stay healthy, I feel like he'll be a big step up for Will Greer to use. Dak Prescott taken by Spade. Let's see about Dak. Dak can put up numbers, don't get me wrong, when he has Zeke, but like when he's forced to rely on himself, he struggles hard. I'm actually up on the clock now. Cool.
Yeah, you are. And whoever's in between us is all they're drafted.
I'm going to go Mark Andrews.
Watch this shit. You ready for this, Blaze?
I want to make sure I got last tight end. Oh,
Blazer.
what do you got, Ross?
Blaze, you ready for this?
Because Latavius Murray just got drafted, and
Ready for
that
this,
could be
Blazer?
intriguing in New Orleans. Yeah, what do you got?
Bam.
Kareem Hunt, you're going to wait that. Oh, okay. So you're playing the long game with
I-
Kareem.
Listen, I just looked at my players.
Yeah.
2 of my running backs are on bye week 12.
Week 12.
He comes back week 8.
Nice. So you're going to have Kareem Hunt just in time for week 12.
It's not,
Yeah. No, that's a good pickup, Ross. It could be intriguing later in the year.
hopefully
Kalen Ballage,
Okay.
taken by my dad in the next pick after you took Kareem Hunt. Kalen Ballage.
Hopefully Kareem keeps his nose clean. Comes out, plays.
Justin Tucker, taken by the next pick by Dan. I wanted Tony Pollard, but he's long gone. If anybody gives some more information on Kalen Ballage, let me know. I'm curious about that one. Justin Tucker taken with the next pick as a kicker. Now he took Kamai Fair Texans kicker, taken by Kyle. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name again. I butchered that so badly. That's why I don't call real games.
That's why I don't pronounce names.
Deshaun Jackson, last pick at 11th round, taken by Cuzzo. I mean, Cato says that Wentz to Jackson's going to be the combination this year in Philly. I mean, they could take it back to 2009 instead of 2019, sure. Adrian Peterson, we'll see about that, and taken by Cuzzo. AP had a good year last year when he was healthy. He stepped up really well.
I picked him up early, man.
Yeah. We'll see how he does this year. I mean, it's another year on him.
It's not a bad pick this week.
Oh, yeah. It's a chance that you might get something out of him in the tank still. I still feel like Geist is going to be the one that takes over, though, before the year's out. Ballard is a sleepy candidate. Okay, sleeper candidate. Shows some good things in camp when Kenyon was in a boot. Big boy, he might be used in the red zone if he's a big boy. He might be one of those guys you just use at the goal line that just steals touchdowns away from your lead back. I can see that. Yeah, I can see him definitely thriving in that kind of role.
I'm on the clock, Blaze.
Are you?
I'm on the clock.
Darrell Henderson already got drafted? How far back was that? I must have missed that pick. Because I'm looking, I don't even see where it happened. Huh. Damn, I was looking at Darrell too. Alright. I think I'm going to take for my kicker Steven Gostkowski.
We're drafting a kicker.
Huh?
We're drafting a kicker already?
Nah. I just wanted to swerve you.
There's way too many bench spots to be drafting a kicker already, Blazing. My God, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna have to go outside and smoke cigarette and shit during your fucking line.
I'm going to go with Dante Moncrief, who I feel like is sneaking that Pittsburgh offense.
I thought about picking him right then too, honestly. My last pick. I was pretty close to picking him.
I feel like he could be intriguing to watch.
I went with the new for some stupid ass reason.
Jimmy Graham just taken by Coach O. We'll see how Jimmy Graham does with the Packers in this season.
It's not bad.
They're a team I also look forward to watching on Sunday to see how they come out and look, especially with LaFleur as a head coach. I'm not a full believer, but I feel like there could be a chance he might be able to sneak them into a winning record somehow. Just like one of those first-year coaches who just come out of the gate and do real well. I get that kind of vibe with him, so we'll see. Waiting on Cincos to draft. There they go. Noah Font, taken by Cincos. Geronimo Allison, taken by Spade. Chris Thompson, taken by JJ. You and your Redskin players. I know you're watching. Saints defense taken by James. Everybody tells me the Saints defense is going to be really good this year. I mean, they looked good toward the end of last year. That Philly game, they really saved the Saints offense. They looked a little shaky in that Rams game as that went along, though. They blew that lead bad. They blew it worse than the refs blew the PI call. Harrison Bucker taken in the 13th round by James. I don't know, JJ. I just feel like with Thompson, like he's gonna get lost in the shuffle, especially with Geis coming up and AP still there. Maybe that's just me though. You know more about the Redskins than I do, so like you might be right on that one. Will Lutz taken by Spade. Kicker ain't bad.
I might not even draft one, to be honest with you. Just pick one up.
I'm going to draft one because I probably should draft one. Hopefully Cocho or Cincos don't take the guy I got in mind. If not, I already have a second option, I see. So I shouldn't complain. I already said I was going to pick him anyways. And then Cincos takes Stephen Gostkowski. So, oh boy.
That's funny as shit.
Robbie Gould is still Mr. Reliable, right? 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 I'm not thinking a Chargers kicker, I know that much. That's just bad luck.
It is bad luck.
Patriots defense taken by Cocho. New England's defense looked great in the playoffs last year. I just feel like in the regular season, like, I don't know. They flex people now. You know, you've seen that strategy in flag football, Ross, where, yeah, guys will play the regular season a lot different than they do the postseason. I feel like that's what New England is doing. And it's smart. It's smart ball. Win the games you need to, and worry about how to win come postseason time. Oh, Thomas Cincos. Now I figured that out. Thank God. Yeah, the bench spots, if you guys want to stop picking any point in time, I should probably say something in chat.
That's all I'm about to do. I'm about to pick kicker. Just let the cards fly as they flow. You can queue them up too, and you still be auto drafted the way you queue, I think.
Yeah. I'm just looking for guys I wanted that may have potential at this point. I just queued up somebody. See how he does. Ted Ginn taken in the 13th round
That was me.
by Ross. Jordan
Yeah, that was
Howard
good.
taken by my dad. I'm just Googling something.
All good, Jay. Quit Googling shit, Blazing.
Jordan Howard taken. Ted Ginn taken. There's a lot of people just taken that I was looking at too. I hate
You looking at that again, Blazing? We can talk trade.
No, I ain't looking at Ted Ginn.
You just said that again. A lot of people don't look at.
They're taking a while. I think Kozo can't figure out who he wants on this one. It is a little harder to draft as this round as it goes on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The first couple rounds, y'all should have been flying through. I understand when it
Justin
starts getting
Matte.
slow at this point. There ain't much out there. Oh shit, I'm on the clock, Blazer. I'm on the clock.
That auto. Oh, okay. Nothing was moving. I was wondering why that tab wasn't moving over there. I'm on the clock now. Who do I want? Who do I even want? You know what?
What?
I'm going to hope this guy has a good year, even though I don't think he will.
At this point, they're all toss up.
I'm going to go John Ross and hope he becomes some
I
kind
like
of deep
it.
threat.
I like it.
You like it because he has your name.
Yup,
That's why.
I like it.
I'm going to go
Good
with...
pick, Blazer. Best
Thank
pick-
you.
Best pick of the draft, Blazer.
Thank you, Ross. Thank you. Seattle's defense taken, Broncos defense, Vikings defense. The defenses are coming off the board. There's a run for
I
defenses.
already got mine.
I got mine too, but
I like to get mine right before the run.
you might want to get a backup just in case.
Nah.
No backup defenses
How
for
many
us.
teams are in this league?
12,
Okay, how many teams are in the NFL?
32.
Okay. There are big defenses out there, Blazer, if I really do.
Get a good defense though.
I already have one, Blazer. That's what I'm saying.
Titans defense
Blazer,
coming off the
No
board.
matter what draft you find me in, there's
Oh,
no
boy.
way I'm drafting two defenses, man.
Okay. Show yourself, Ross. Just trying to adjust. My back's getting sore standing here.
Yeah, show yourself, Blazer. Try to come over there and crack your back.
You need to relax. Go smoke. Brad, I give you props for being a trooper and watching this entire thing. Usually not how my streams usually go. All right, Browns defense off the board. Jake Elliott off the board. Kiki Cody. Oh, I was thinking about Kiki actually. Oh, Spade just took it. I hate that. I hate it, but I like the pick at the same time. So Kiki Cody. I'm going to put screenshots of the draft later on just so you guys can go over and give your thoughts. That'll be like after we do the stream. Cowboys defense off the board. Oh, I'm up now. So many defenses that I just cringe at looking at. Ugh. I didn't realize how bad NFL defenses have gotten in the last couple years. I think I'm just going to say fuck it and draft the Texans defense on the sole basis of the fact that they play in the worst quarterback division in football that I'm aware of. Okay, yeah, they got Nick Foles in Jacksonville now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on Nick Foles. It's just those offenses in the AFC South are so questionable outside of like the way Houston's looking. I just feel going into this season, the AFC South is weak offensively. Houston's going to be great, don't get me wrong. The Colts without Andrew Luck, I don't even want to imagine. Jacksonville has Nick Foles, don't get me wrong. Okay, that's cool. But Nick outside of Philly has done what? Yeah, he won a ring. He had that short run there. Was he a product of the isn't he the real deal? We'll find out. Tennessee, Marcus Mariota, his run has not been... He's gotten a playoff appearance and a win. He's got that. But outside of that, he's just... Yeah. Mariota's just. He's been mediocre in Tennessee, and a lot of that's from just not having the staff around him to help him out, and Tennessee just being on a deep decline in the last couple of years. But yet, they're still pretty good. 9-7, made the playoffs. But yet, the offense has been declining so hard as the decade's been along that it's just insane. Some other picks that came in. I got 6 picks. Okay, what do I got? We got 4 rounds left for us. Something like that. 5.
Yeah.
I'm-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. I want to cut this down next year to like 16 or 18. 20 is way too high. I think the one year we had 30 rounds because we had IDP.
Yeah.
That you weren't there for that.
No,
Be glad you weren't.
I'm sure that really sucked too.
Let's put it this way: we started at 11 p.m. and finished at 1:30 because nobody knew how IDP worked on terms of like drafting in ESPN, and so it was a bit of a cluster. I've already got a couple players queued up though.
Me too, dog.
Do you?
Yep.
I'm curious to see who you got, Ross, in mind.
Don't worry about it, Blazer.
So Ross, tell me, who do you think wins the divisions in the NFL this year?
Probably the Eagles.
You got Philly winning the East.
Yeah.
You can focus on that.
Motherfucker, man. Who's Stoke Cold Thunders?
My dad.
Okay, well, tell your dad's a dick, 'cause he literally just took my pick.
Did he? Who'd he take? Oh, he took Gerald Everett. Oh, he thought about it
That was a good
too.
pick, though.
That is a good pick. My dad's kind of smart at this game. I'm going to go with Traquan Smith just because he's been a wild card this year. You are drafting the rest of the way, Ross?
Oh, I'll think about it. I can't bring myself to
I got you.
it. I can't bring myself to it.
No, I don't blame you. It's hard.
4 picks.
Yeah. I got a few players still. Oh, they took off Waller. Ah, Spade got Waller. I was thinking about taking him next. Should have. Wasn't thinking. Trying to think of any other sleepers that are still there.
Oh.
But as you had Eagles, I think I got Dallas winning that one. What about the other divisions, Ross?
Yeah, Dallas.
Yeah. If Dallas can get it together, I think they can pull it off. I think Philly, my issue with Philly is, could Carson Wentz stay healthy enough for him to win? Because even when he was healthy last year, they still weren't winning.
Right.
It wasn't until Nick Foles came back that suddenly Philly got good. And Nick Foles ain't coming back this season. Onside kick for Houston, what's going to happen?
On the clock, Blazers.
Did they got it? Am I on the clock? Oh, of course I am.
Of course.
As I'm looking for something. Oh, you know what? Has this guy been drafted? Oh, he has. Damn. Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? Jason Witten is just kind of sitting here. So I'm going to take Jason Witten for old time's sake.
You would.
I think he had a bounce back year. I mean, you got to think about it. He does add to that the offense automatically. It wasn't like he was terrible in his last year in Dallas.
Right.
He just retired to retire. Shouldn't have done it. I felt like Dallas with him, Cooper, and either if it's not Zeke, Tony Pollard could fill that running role. I feel like they could actually win that division. Who do you got in the North, Ross?
See North?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't know.
Who you got?
I think I'm going to go with Chicago.
Yeah, it's probably a big.
Bears? All right.
The Bears.
The Bears.
I don't know that, man.
You don't know? We'll see. I just feel like the Bears are the best.
You have what? Green Bay?
Green Bay? Yeah, but I feel like Green Bay's missing out on a defense. I feel like Minnesota, Kirk Cousins is not the answer there. I'm starting to see a lot of concern with him. I've stopped reporting on the draft. Just going to talk some NFL. We're in the 17th round at this point. So, damn, Miles Sanders got drafted.
My other league is a 12-team league.
Yeah.
Our draft was an hour long.
We're only an hour. We're only an hour in, right?
We started at what, 10?
10. Yeah, it's only 11. You've had too much to drink.
Yeah, probably. Labor Day weekend, bro.
I don't blame you, bro. You've had a good weekend.
I've had a pretty decent weekend.
NFC South. Who do you got?
Oh, man. Who? Saints.
I think the Saints too. Safe pick.
Saints.
West.
Yeah.
I got the Rams repeating. No, I got Seattle winning it. I think Seattle's going to surprise everybody and take the West this year.
Yeah, I'll go with that too.
So you got Seattle?
Yeah.
And who's your wild card teams? I'm going with Rams, maybe. Nah, we don't even do wild card. Who do you got winning the NFC?
AFC. We just did that.
Okay, so who's going to win the conference?
NFC?
Yeah.
Ultimately?
Yeah.
Ooh. The Bears.
I think the Saints take it.
Oh,
Hey.
shit, I'm on the clock, though.
Oh, shit. You got 37 seconds.
Gonna go reliable.
Oh, reliable.
Yeah, Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley.
Oh, reliable. 2 more picks, please.
Jesus. All right. Looking at the fucking quarterback picks that I got left.
How many quarterbacks?
I just
How
want
many
a third.
quarterbacks you drafted?
I thought I
3?
third one for the hell of it. There's a good chance this could become an auto pick.
I'm getting ready to on pick my last 2.
Yeah. You know
I
what?
don't even know how to do that, though.
Just in case Todd Gurley does nothing,
What's
Malcolm Brown is my insurance
I
pick.
guess you just close out the shit.
Yeah, you close out the app. So, who do you got winning the...
I got 46 notifications on Facebook today.
Do you? Jesus. It's all Warriors flag football, too. And we'll talk about that Wednesday night.
The majority of it is, yes.
So, who do you got winning the
AFC what?
East? Oh, wait, we know the answer. New England.
Yeah.
Now, who wins the North?
Who's that? That's Steelers. All that.
Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Bengals.
Yeah, that's a good division. I'm going Browns, man. Fuck it.
Browns, okay.
Yep, you heard it here first.
All right, I'm going to go with...
It's probably gonna be the Steelers, but I'm going Browns. It ain't gonna be the Bengals.
I think Pittsburgh surprises everybody this
I
year
do
and gets
too.
some redemption.
That's what I'm saying. It'll probably be the Steelers.
It won't be
I'm
a
going
strong
Browns.
Steelers team, but I think
For
Pittsburgh
the
gets
sake
some
of the
redemption.
conversation we're having right now, I'm going Browns, please.
You want Browns? Okay.
Yeah.
For the South, who do you got? I got Houston.
Yeah.
Houston too?
Yep.
Who do you got in the West? I got Kansas City. Or you got your old school Chargers?
Yeah, man.
You homer. They may have broken your heart, but you're still in love.
Yeah.
So Super Bowl, or okay, NFC Championship. Who do you got?
AFC Championship. I got Steelers.
Steelers?
Yup.
See, you got Pittsburgh as a wild card winning the AFC.
Yup.
All right, who do you got winning the NFC?
Just called that shit.
All right, who wins the NFC?
back up. AFC, Patriots.
Oops.
What?
Let's draft
On the clock?
Randall Cobb for the hell of it. I have too many.
Randall Cobb still out there?
Yeah, I drafted him for the hell of
That
it.
ain't a bad pick this late.
Actually, I got one more player I want to draft before I quit. I just saw his name. I just want to see what could happen. So who do you got in the AFC or winning the?
NFC.
Yeah,
It's always a toss-up.
always a toss up.
Let's go. Saints.
Saints.
Yeah.
So you
Wouldn't
got
that be wild?
Steelers,
Drew Brees'
Saints.
retirement tour.
all right.
The Drew Brees retirement tour.
I got winning the NFC on my end, the Saints, and the winner of the AFC, the Patriots.
Saints and Patriots?
Yeah,
Same shit I just said?
yeah. No, you said Saints Steelers.
No, I changed it. I said let me back up. AFC's Patriots.
So you're going Patriots?
No,
Still?
I'll go Steelers.
Oh.
I'll stick with Steelers.
Saints Patriots for me, and I think in the end,
Saints Steelers.
Saints Steelers for your end. I think New England wins the Super Bowl over the Saints.
I do too, man. God damn it.
Brady gets number 7, and I think he retires on a high note.
Loud. That's why.
I just feel like it's what's going to happen.
Fuck the Patriots.
Brady wins number 7, and he takes the Super Bowl. So we both got Patriots over
You think
Saints.
it's a Brady retirement?
I feel like this might be his last year coming up.
Yeah, there's a very good case for that too.
We'll see. He might play till he's 50. He'll be the George Nunn of the
Very good
NFL.
case for both, man. Could be a Breeze retirement party.
Could be both. They could both walk out after the greatest game of all time played.
That'd be wild.
Sorry we ruined that, everybody.
Yup. We just call it NFL for everybody.
But we're finished drafting for now. I'm going to post the draft results later. We got Patriots taking the Super Bowl
Yup.
over the Saints.
You have to, man.
Yeah. If you want to go back and rewatch this video, it's mostly a fantasy football draft recap video with some NFL discussion mixed in. Till Wednesday night, I'm Joey Blaze with Ross Collins. Team Blunt Talk saying good night and enjoy the 2019 NFL season.
Starts next weekend.
See you
Let's
next
go.
weekend.